All right, everyone, you remember like maybe 6 or 7 months ago when CNN and all these groups came out, like when the term cuck became fully popularized to describe people who are like, now you use soy boy generally. Before it was cuck. Basically dudes that they're weak, pudgy, they can't really please a woman, they're sort of workaday slaves, they're just neoliberals, and they've been told to be guilty about their entire existence, that there's something wrong with them other than things that are capable of being fixed, namely that they pump themselves full of chemicals and they never work out, they don't eat right, they're weak, they have no pride in themselves. All those things can be changed by a combination of, hey, get a little bit more sun, do a little bit more maybe outdoorsy stuff, and stop swilling down the bottled water, and probably half of this bullshit would be fixed. But that's basically what it means. Do you remember when that was being used as a pejorative by the right wing, how like CNN would come out and say, oh, no, this is so dishonest, and that doesn't happen, we reject the label, like, you're just triggered, you're making up a new slur, and it's like, it's really dishonest. People are like, okay. And then Soy Boy develops in the wake of that, because sort of that one goes by the wayside. Then, for a couple of months, you have like the salons, the Being Liberal, some of these other, the substandard sort of middleman media leftist rags saying, oh, well, cuckolding is like the intellectual man's fetish. Which is, of course, ridiculous. And actually, the intellectual man's fetish is, hey, my inner circle of friends does not include anyone that takes salon seriously. Wow, that's a real turn on. That's what it's really about. It has nothing to do with cuckolding. I think that's the furthest thing from smart people's minds. They're a little bit too busy worried about other stuff. And trust me, none of them are writers at Salon or Being Liberal, or certainly CNN. So don't worry about it too much. Now CNN, after months of proclaiming that it was a hideous, dirty Nazi slur to call someone a cuck, comes out with an article saying, oh, yeah, cuckolding could save your relationship in some cases. You should cuck yourself. Literally, they're saying, oh yeah, dudes should think about like letting their wives sleep with some other dude. It'll really spice up the marriage. Insofar as people like that are married at all, mostly they're just, cohabiting. I'm gonna call bullshit on this one, because here's the thing. I'm thinking about the kind of people that'll take this seriously. They're going to be pudgy, soft, weak individuals. No significantly advanced intellect. They'll have gone to college, but they're not a free thinker or anything. They know how to memorize things. They're a little bit higher functioning than someone that's a total dumbass and not much further above. Okay, so slightly academically trained. They probably got a middle income. They are probably on the older side. I know CNN's average audience on TV is 68. I have to assume people going to CNN.com also lean older. So you're talking middle-aged people, a midlife crisis sort of thing. You think that your 30/40-something soccer mom wife with the white picket fence, who had fantasies probably of fucking Mick Jagger, is not going to run off with some other exciting, probably 10, 15-year younger dude with a big tongue and something else that's probably bigger or at least functions better than yours if given the chance. No, I think this is going to be a real big problem for all the midlife crisis soy people. That's what I think. Yeah, that's exactly, by the way, the kind of lifestyle I seek to avoid. It's the worst possible life you can think of. You spend the youth of your life, like your 20s, your 30s, you're working for the man, making your middle income, and sort of kind of saving a few fucking dollars. You have wife pops out a couple kids. You get hit by your midlife crisis, and you're like, oh shit, I've accomplished literally fucking nothing I dreamed of as a teenager. I never traveled. I certainly didn't win the lottery. I didn't go skydiving and Rocky Mountain climbing and all this stuff. And you're like, oh shit. And a lot of dudes at that point, they start going to bars and it ruins their marriage. They snort coke off a hooker's tits, or they buy they break their own bank account buying a shitty kind of sports car thing to go pick up 6 out of 10s at the local dive bar. That's sort of the thing that happens to them. You're saying that with that sort of looming lifestyle, your wife's going to be happy with a situation in which she doesn't simply kick you aside or kick your ass into a shed in order to prioritize this other dude who is spicy and new and exciting. Yeah, what a wonderful idea. So a lot of soy boys will take this advice and lose their girlfriends to people who are maybe better people. And they are. Even if they're dumb, they're still they're probably more physically fit. Oddly enough, they're probably more idealistic. Some of them will be, in the non-academic way, probably smarter too. So enjoy, go service the bull. Because only someone who's like that's going to take this advice. You're not fooling anyone, Salon or CNN, who's actually smart. Nobody's taken in by it. No sane Western man, individualistic as he is, wants to live in a shed on his own property while his wife screws other people. Or if so, if you want to be taken seriously. When's the article going to come out where it says, girls, you need to let your men bury their dick in other women? You need to let your dude let off some steam and screw someone more attractive than you, who ultimately, like, they don't make money, like a total bimbo. It's just sex, but he certainly won't stop liking you and start prioritizing this person who's younger and more attractive and tells him that he's great, because trust me, she's open-minded because she's willing to screw him even though he's got a wife or a long-term partner. That's not going to endanger your marriage at all, middle-aged soccer moms. Are you nuts? No, this is a great way. This is just a continuing attack, it seems, by the social Marxists on the nuclear family. And I say that as someone I'm not really into the marriage thing. I'm not really into the nuclear family thing for my, like having kids. I don't think it's likely that you're going to see little sticks running around at any point. That being said, it is quite clear why this sort of propaganda is made. And no sane person is going to take it seriously, but it'll probably destroy some dumb people's marriages. Yeah, just move out into a shed and do your middle income thing. You can have your dog out there. She'll let you do that because she doesn't want it in the bedroom anyway. Meanwhile, she'll be screwing the 300-pound block of muscle. She'll be serviced by the golden one, probably, basically. Meanwhile, you're not the golden one. you're a pudgy dude, middle age, or maybe you're pushing 40, 50. You've got the clerical job where you have to wear a tie all day. So you're living the office. Yeah, you're really going to compete so ably. Where's the ceiling over the ascent of your career? Like, you're not going to become a CEO probably. Upper management on a local level, maybe a regional manager, something. Okay, maybe you can even make a 6-figure income. So the problem is dudes get into that lifestyle and they do buy the little sports car and the ATV and end up, dicking, as Colin Powell would say about Bubba, who did the same thing, dicking some bimbo and then ruining their marriage. Unless it's a Hillary Clinton that they married and it was always a marriage of convenience and business to begin with. And if that works for some people, you're into that, go ahead. And females will do it too. There are tales. Some female is really made of them. They're extremely rich, maybe powerful, big name recognition. You think of Madonna. And she was in her, I think, mid-40s, and didn't she start dating an 18-year-old from Puerto Rico or some crazy shit? Because he happened to look good, and she can. She's at leisure to do that. She doesn't fucking care about the repercussions. She's like, well, I'm not going to get pregnant. It's not going to lead to like an alimony or child support case at this point, because I'm approaching menopause. No, I'm going to have some fun. Girls just want to have fun. Cindy's over there. I think she's in a long-term, stable, monogamous arrangement. Meanwhile, she's talking about kinky boots and talking about born this way and polyamory and stuff. And she seems like the prude compared to Madonna. That's even funnier. But CNN endorsing something that they disclaimed 6 months ago is pretty friggin' funny. How times change. Time is flying here. It's moving really, really quickly. It's almost a little bit like Helter Skelter now, isn't it? Yeah. It's funny. It's really funny. That's about all. Peace out.